Hey everyone. We are working on mobilizing the shoulders next. So you're going to need just a little bit of wall space, no other props other than that. You want to just make sure you've got enough room to move your arms on your wall. So go ahead and come to standing. And these are big arm circles, right? We're working on circumduction, right? This ball and socket joint has the ability to get this arm to move in all sorts of different directions and rotations. And this is a great one to help open up the shoulders and also the rib cage, the T-spine, to be able to get it to move and breathe a little more freely. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stand, and I've just got about one hand distance away from the wall. I'm not smushed up against the wall, but I have just a little bit of air here so that my hand can slide freely between my hips and the wall. Now my leg that's closest to the wall, step that leg forward and the other leg back. So you're in a little bit of a lunge here. You can bend that front knee, scoop that tail under, like you've got little pretty tail feathers. You're going to drop down and scoop under. And now this hand closest to the wall, I'm going to, like I'm tracing the hours of the clock, I'm going to reach the arm up to 12 o'clock over my head. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn and look at my hand as it reaches back towards, oh, I don't know, 9 or 3, whichever way you're facing. And then it comes back down to 6. I look forward again. So I go inhale, sweeping that arm up. I'm going to watch my fingertips as they look back and then around. I'll try that again. Inhale up. Trying to keep a long distance between my shoulders and ears. So if I face you and do this, right, I'm coming up. You would do it without the wall too. And I'm going to look back behind me. If it feels uncomfortable on the wall, you can always move away from the wall a little further, or just do it in the room without a wall, just to start to feel that freedom and mobility of the shoulder, right? Looking back behind you. The wall is nice because it gives you a little bit more of a stretch through the pecs. Now, part 2, I'm just going to show this on the other side, but you can do both of these on each side. Right, so the inside leg is forward. Part 2 makes this a little more challenging. Keep your focus forward. So same action of the arms, but now keep your head forward as you circle the ribs around. So this becomes a little bit more of a challenge to move the ribs while your head and your neck, your cervical spine, stay in place. You might also feel a little stretch through the hips too, or get some benefits for the front of the hips and the psoas. Keeping that breath nice and steady. And I want you to do about 5 to 10 of each of those, okay? If it feels too intense to keep the head forward, work on twisting with it only. That one's a little bit easier on the shoulder and the body to look with the hand than keeping the head and chest forward. There's a little bit more stretch in the pecs involved with that one. So work the one that feels best for your body. If you want to do both, do both. I would do about 5 to 10 of each. Do it on the other side. And there is your shoulder mobilization.